Rainbow Six Siege. Wow. I just have a plethora of great memories playing this game because it scratched that itch that, normal shooters never did. And it was because of the realism. Siege truly popularized the tactical shooter genre and paved the way for games like Escape from Tarkov. This brought droves of players who didn't particularly like the Call of Duty type of shooter and preferred more realistic gameplay, where strategy and positioning prevailed 9 times out of 10 to gun skill. Not to say that gun skill didn't matter. The game offered a very difficult to master recoil system that made the game feel authentic. Mastering this recoil system would obviously lead to major advantages, but again, mastering it was damn near impossible because it was realistic recoil, like actual guns. As time went on in the game, they decreased the recoil severely, which takes away one of the biggest reasons that Siege grew so big in the first place. They did this as a big marketing push to try to get the game to a more casual player base and a larger player base. But that, took away the original charm that the game had in the first place. This, along with the fact that Siege is kind of just aging at this point, has led to a large and very steady decline of concurrent players and interest in content related to Siege. At this point, if they reverted back to the old recoil system and gave us back fan favorite maps like Bartlett, I think they would receive a small superficial bump in players as the original, player base would come back to experience how the game used to feel and how the game used to make them feel. But I don't believe this would be enough to save the game, as they've seemingly burnt out and are now in their 7th year of updating the game. I believe that they're losing steam, no pun intended, as the current players off of Steam stats show that less people play the game now than ever. It falls into the same trap that the GTA series fell into, in my opinion. It's probably why Rockstar, after waiting so long, is finally developing GTA 6, because their player base is at an all-time low, just like Siege. I wouldn't be surprised to hear about a Siege sequel in the near future, but, who knows. Just coasting off a wildly successful release and first couple years can only last so long. Eventually, interest tapers off, unless you're Minecraft, and then you just stay relevant forever. But also, I'm waiting very eagerly for the coveted Minecraft 2, where everything's going to be spherical instead of cubed. Yeah, obviously that's a joke, unless Mojang, hit me up, we can get it in the works. But seriously, unless some popular YouTubers and streamers pick up the game and revive online content made on the game, kind of like PewDiePie and Dream did for Minecraft a few years back, in 2018, I believe, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Siege is going to get any better unless, Ubisoft takes a break from pumping out fucking 2 Assassin's Creed a year. That's an over-exaggeration, but they pop out Assassin's Creeds like fucking hotcakes 24/7. But, I love those games, but I do see them kind of getting run into the ground too as Ubisoft tries to make as much money off them as possible. But anyways, I digress. I think that Ubisoft would seriously benefit from allocating some funds and a team of developers to retcon the game, and it obviously would have to be in a massive way so that we don't see it sort of fade away out of the spotlight, kind of like we did with its predecessor, Rainbow Six Vegas. But, I really hope that doesn't happen. Short video, but I just wanted to kind of share my opinion on Siege. I missed the way this game made me feel, and most people are just going to say that it's a nostalgia trap, and of course it's never going to feel the same as it did, when you were happier and when you were younger. But in this case, I don't believe that's it. I believe it's a pure failure on the developer's end to kind of keep up with player interest and keep the game as good as it used to be. I'm going to be showing some clips in this video. Obviously, you can see in the bottom right, they're Bolo clips. Bolo is, since the game came out, one of the best players. This isn't the best example of recoil back in the day because Bolo has always made the recoil look non-existent and made the game look easy. but you can see how just one singular bullet will make the sight jump like that. That is no longer the case. The game starts to feel more and more like Call of Duty every day. And again, people might say that I'm just bitter because of the skill gap and its raising, but I haven't played the game in a long time, and I see videos and clips and Pro League. Of course, Pro League players are going to be like next level and be able to control the recoil much better, but I see average players every day play the game more like Call of Duty. The drones and the cameras I barely see used anymore, which was what made the game unique in the first place. You know what I mean? It was operators, it was actual missions. You know what I mean? It wasn't just running in, getting killed, or camping and then waiting for somebody to run in to get to kill. It used to be all about positioning, timing, and using your gadgets in a very particular way, but I feel like the game kind of just became, a Call of Duty that doesn't have respawns. And Call of Duty already has modes like that, you know what I mean? We don't need that. We want a realistic tactical shooter, and Ubisoft has just failed to provide that. Anyways, short video, but thank you.